Lauren Boebert from Colorado.
The radical left wants President Trump to simply...
Lauren, could you give me an autograph here? We're here outside the Trump trial in Lower Manhattan. It is week 5, is that right? 5?
Time flies when you're having this much fun.
Yeah. This week, Michael Cohen took the stand for the prosecution, and a lot of people are saying it was some damning evidence against Donald Trump.
Right, because as we seem to already know, a payment was made, and then Michael Cohen was reimbursed for that payment. And Michael Cohen is Donald Trump's fixer lawyer.
Right.
All the blocks are kind of stacking up here, but still more cross-examination remains to be seen.
It's funny you say the fixer lawyer because was it 2018 when he was still on Team Trump before he left the dark side, I guess? We made some Subway ads for Michael Cohen called The Fixer Lawyer, and we put them up all over the trains in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Maybe admitting a crime right now, I'm not sure.
Did we get calls? Did we get some calls? People were interested?
We got calls.
Yeah.
We got calls. It's actually the same number as Crazy Rudy's law firm, which was another
Believe it or
ad
not.
that went up.
You'd have to be blackout drunk to work for the president like this for free, right?
Doug Rahm, Steve Fuller, and Jason Selvig left a surprise for commuters on a smattering of A, 6, and 4 trains Tuesday afternoon.
What a team!
What a team
that
the
would
two of
make a real power duo.
You called the law, this is a crazy Rudy. I've gotten over 1,000 phone calls today. And we'll work with drunk.
It's funny because Trump actually fired Michael Cohen, and the next lawyer he hired, Rudy Giuliani.
So he fired Michael Cohen, and he's not paying Rudy Giuliani.
Right.
It does not pay to be Trump's lawyer. It just doesn't.
No.
Rudy Giuliani did not respond to Fox 5's request for comment.
This isn't happy hour, Rudy. There are consequences.
But there's been a new routine here at the Trump trial, which is that people, politicians who support Donald Trump will come down here to the park where there's usually about 4 or 5 Trump supporters max here, and they will do little press conferences for Donald Trump in hopes of maybe becoming a VP pick, maybe being in his good graces, getting a truth post about themselves or something.
Making appearances. They bring a bunch of their own cameras so that it looks like something's really going on. The other interesting thing about it is that they all wear red ties and blue suits, or they have in the past.
This is a sham.
It's actually a scam trial. When you've got a judge that's a donor to Biden.
His daughter's making money, raising money for Democrats.
This is the fundraising source for Adam Schiff.
There's a uniform.
I'm not going to make fun of that.
To be.
I'm not going to make fun of that term because I actually think that's darling. I think it's cute that they do that. I think that it's cute that they wear their little Trump costumes and they go in there and they try and get Trump's attention. I think it's one of the cutest things you could possibly do. So I think it's very cute, guys. I hope you keep it up. Keep up the uniform. It's very, very funny and cute.
We are here as all these people who really want to show Donald Trump how much they care about him arrive in New York City outside the Trump trial. They just want to prove that they are loyal to Donald Trump, so they show up a lot of times with their matching little suits, and then they talk about how great Donald Trump is. And that's what's happening. It happens almost every day here at the trial. So nothing new. Boring.
Well, I'm honored to be here with my colleagues from the House Freedom Caucus, where we watched Michael Cohen get dog walked through the series of lies he has told. There is literally no branch of government that Michael Cohen has not lied to. He lied to investigators. He lied to the judge.
The other big thing that happened in the trial was Stormy Daniels took the stand. We were there for it, in the courtroom for it. We saw it, and we kind of got to thinking about the testimony she gave. She said, under oath, she did not wear, that Donald Trump did not wear a condom.
Right.
Which got me thinking about how he's such a pro-life president. Had he gotten a porn star pregnant, do you think he would have asked her to get an abortion? Yes or no?
Oh, man.
Hate to put you on the spot like this.
I think he probably would have. That's just an opinion here. We don't know. I know it was at the time. It was like just when Barron Trump was being born, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. They could have had siblings close in age. That could have been fun.
Oh yeah, almost like
play pals,
brothers from another mother or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to believe he probably, given that he's going to such lengths to cover this up, that he might not have wanted to have that unplanned child.
But that's interesting because he's such a pro-life hero. We talk to people all the time who are super pro-life. They say God is pro-life. I see this sign here that says God is pro-life. What does that mean?
God is pro-life?
Yeah.
That's just what it means, yes. God created life.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth except for Noah and some farm animals on an ark?
I'm sorry.
Didn't God kill everybody on Earth? They think the Bible is very pro-life. Donald Trump, there's huge fans of Donald Trump, all these people. I wonder what they would think had that happened.
Right.
They probably would have been totally fine.
Do you think there are other things Donald Trump does that aren't maybe as in line with what people who are pro-life would think? Christian people who really love the teachings of Jesus?
No. I think
he's
a pretty strict Christian from my understanding.
Jesus would have started Trump steaks too, right?
When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the stakes.
What would you have called it though?
Jesus steaks.
Yeah.
But they would have been like for the crucifix, steaks that go through your hand. They're not like meat steaks.
Trump steaks are by far the best tasting, most flavorful beef you've ever had.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like
Jesus
getting
steaks
nailed to the
been,
cross.
Yeah.
Well,
there you have it. That's a business idea. Jesus, if you are out there listening, people would buy them.
Believe me, I understand steaks. It's my favorite food, and these are the best.
What would you like for Christmas?
It depends. Who's bringing the presents?
Do you need Depends? Joe needs Depends.
But
aren't Trump supporters the ones wearing diapers at his rallies to support him?
Have you seen that Trump supporters are wearing diapers at his rallies?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
What would you like for Christmas?
You should Google it. There are Trump supporters who are wearing diapers in support of Donald Trump. You should look it up.
It depends.
And yet we're supposed to believe his testimony as the star witness against President Trump. This is lawfare, again, to try to steal or to rig an election.
Lauren, I'm a huge fan. You mind if I just get your autograph?
Prosecutor, you got a corrupt star witness.
It looks like we'll know more later today about Michael Cohen's cross-examination. People say he's not the best witness because he's kind of changed his story. That's kind of everyone in the Trump orbit. When they are with Trump, they say one thing, and then when they're kicked out, and they're forced to tell the truth, and they say some different stuff.
Yes. It seems like everybody, when they leave, they're like, he really doesn't know what he's doing. He really shouldn't be president. It's pretty wild that people elected him. He really should not be president. But I worked for him for a long time.
And then some of them
part of the problem
say, and I will vote for him again.
Some of them do. Not all of them, but some of them, yes.
Kind of an unbelievable turn, saying
yes.
He shouldn't be president, he's not qualified, he's not fit, but I will vote for him again.
You support him for president even if he's convicted in classified documents. You support him for president even though you believe he contributed to an insurrection. You support him for president even though you believe he's lying about the last election. You support him for president even if he's convicted in the Manhattan case. I just want to say the answer to that is yes, correct?
Yeah, me and 51% of America.
You said it would be an honor to be offered a spot on his ticket. Really?
Yeah, I think anyone who's offered the opportunity to serve this country as vice president should be honored.
The other thing is Project 2025.
Yeah.
There's a big effort that should Trump be elected and be inaugurated in 2025, that all the safeguards, or many of the safeguards that stop people from being dictators would be removed, would purposefully be removed. So there's.
And you're saying this like you think it's a bad thing. Do you think it's a bad thing or a good thing?
I think it's probably a bad thing. Democracy, America, the great experiment of of democracy, and how in the past anyway, most Americans have been able to agree that dictators are not good.
They're not good.
Not good.
But we've talked to some people on the road who say...
Sources.
Some of our sources on the road say they would be totally fine if Trump was a dictator.
Right.
How would you feel about him being a dictator?
I probably wouldn't be pissed about that at all.
You'd be okay with Trump being a dictator?
I'd be okay with it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what he does, I'm going to vote for him.
It really doesn't matter what he does.
Doesn't matter what he does, and I assume a lot of this crowd can agree with me as well.
Well, what if he had a political opponent killed, like his lawyer said, that he would be immune from?
Voting for Trump.
Still voting for Trump, even if he had a political opponent killed?
I'll make it clear for you. I don't care what he does. I'm voting for Trump, and I think majority of this line is too.
Even if he had a political opponent killed?
Absolutely. Doesn't matter. I'm voting for Trump.
Well, there you have it.
Which is interesting because we came to, America was founded on not having a king.
Not dictators.
Yes, yes.
Representation in government, checks and balances.
Can you do the king from Hamilton, the song? The song from Hamilton, Kings, whatever, from Hamilton.
We'll be back. Back from war, we will fight the fight and win the war.
Bum, bum, bum.
Empires fall. Family.
All right, well that does it for the Good Liars at the Trump trial, week 5. Can you believe it? Time flies. We'll see you next time. There you have it.